saw the movie Brad's Status today, and this is my movie review for Christians. Anybody can, you know, learn from this review, but it's more for Christians, and just keep that in mind. So it's about a man, a middle-aged man, living, married with children, living in Sacramento. Um, I guess he went to Tufts University back east and had a little crowd of friends there who have all become more successful than him in terms of monetary, financial success and prestige and things like that. While he runs a non-profit, and his son is about to go to college and is starting to apply for different universities, including like Yale and Harvard, and he has a pretty good chance of getting in. And his dad, who's played by Ben Stiller, uh, starts to dream of his son's success, while also flashing back to when he was in college and things like that. And various flashbacks and flash forwards of in that of that type. And then he goes on a trip with his son back east to Harvard for an interview. For his son. His son has an interview there, and he takes his son back east. And there's a different interactions he has with some of his old friends who he hasn't seen in a long time. In terms of, is it appropriate for children? No, for pretty sure not. Not really good for children. For adults, it's you know, it's got F words and things like that. No nudity, although there is a little bit of sexual innuendo, promiscuity, innuendo, and things like that. Um, the competitiveness of academics, how much emphasis is put on young people to get into college, especially for some families into really good colleges, the best. They can't just go to any college. It has to be one of the Ivy Leagues. That's something for Christians. We should keep that in mind. That's not something we want to be pursuing. Although I know, I mean, even in my for the schools I went to, there was some of that. Even though it was Christian schools, there were those who wanted to succeed above all, and that meant academic success. If they could get into a really good Ivy League school, that would prove their value. Well, for Christians, we shouldn't think that way, especially the way academics have gone so liberal and fairly have disregarded traditional Christian values in many ways, or deconstructed Christian virtues in the Bible and many other things about the church. So beware of that. There's some funny moments. The kid is a pretty good actor, the son. For Christians, the big takeaway, I think, is a reminder that we need to hang on to traditional Christian values and not be lured away by worldly success, even if it's academic success. And because it's easy to fall into that trap as Christians to think that academics is pretty close to being, one of the highest virtues. Yeah, to get educated and to know what's happening in the world and to become well informed about different things in history and science and the arts, music, all those things have their place. But that's an important thing. Don't let them get out of their place. For some, education becomes the God, their God. It's the be all end all. Whereas for Christians, it should be a means to an end. And even if you don't attain to high educational status, uh, that doesn't that doesn't rule you out as being a great Christian. How many saints are there who never had much education at all except for the Bible? And think about Harvard. It actually started out as a divinity school. So keep all that in mind, not to push your kids so hard that they lose their values system, which should be grounded in biblical Christianity. That's my thought for the day. That's my review of the movie called, now I can't remember the name of it. Well, I said it at the beginning. Brad's Status. All right, take care.